Welcome to part 2 of our series of Help, I Need to Make an Audition Video. We just learned in part 1 kind of about the video aspect of making an audition video, things you might want to consider as you're going to produce a product from a video aspect. And now we are going to take ourselves and move more toward the audio standpoint. So there are actually 2 schools of thought here that you could take when thinking about the audio production side of your video. One school of thought is that you can use a USB microphone. And a USB microphone can be a very affordable process. That looks something like this. This is the Shure MV5 USB microphone. All that it is one cable attached to my computer, and it actually does have a headphone output if you want to use it. You probably won't need it for recording an audition video, but this is a really good option. It is a condenser microphone, and it sounds pretty good. I'm going to use it here in just a moment so you can hear what is happening with that. It is more portable. It's cheaper. This one in particular, the Shure MV5, is compatible with iPhone. It comes with a cable that you can connect straight into your iPhone and an app that helps run it. It requires no extra equipment besides purchasing the microphone. If you're a school program, it's really easy to check out to students. The cons is it can be slightly lower quality. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. It generally doesn't fit onto a microphone stand. So if you're trying to place it like I do this microphone, then it can be a little tricky to make sure that you have the freedom to use a mic stand like this. It has to be close to the computer because it's attached to that USB cord, so it can't travel very far away from the computer. So that can be a potential deterrent as you position the microphone in a way that makes you sound the best in your room. But maybe the biggest con in this list is that the software of your computer is often what's compensating for the gain or the sensitivity of your microphone. So for instance, if you are a player that's playing a wide dynamic contrast, some really soft piano notes to some really loud forte notes, you would generally set the gain of your microphone such that in a microphone like this, my loudest point is not going to clip in any way or push the audio past the point at which it can be accurately sampled by your computer. So I would play my loudest, make sure my microphone was going to handle it, and then I know that my softest and my loudest would be set all at the same sensitivity. Well, with a USB microphone, the computer oftentimes is compensating. So as you play softer, the computer is increasing the sensitivity of your microphone in an effort to normalize the volume that's coming in. So when you play louder, the sensitivity of the microphone would decrease, and thus you would have a less dramatic experience for the listener between your softest softs and your loudest louds. The computer would actually be adjusting the sensitivity of the microphone, trying to balance those things out, which if you're playing a professional classical music recording could be detrimental to your expression abilities on your microphone. So that's something to definitely think about. With the audio interface option, you're going to have some kind of box that might look like this or this. These are 2 different options, the Audient ID14 and the PreSonus i2, both pretty good audio interfaces. You would plug a standard professional style microphone with an XLR cable into your audio box, and then you would transfer that information via USB cable to your computer. So the pros here, it's a potentially higher quality. There's often a lot more versatility that's available here. You can use an XLR cable, so you can be a large distance from the computer, up to 50 feet with no problem on a 50-foot XLR cable. The microphones clearly fit on stands that are standard and allow you to adjust the microphone to the right height and angle very easily. And the interface has a dictated gain control. So here, this knob is my gain control. I can set the gain control and not have it fluctuate during the recording, which means that my dynamic contrast will be perceived much more accurately in the recording. Now, the cons is this is a far more expensive route to go. It requires an interface and a microphone, which means two pieces of equipment and more expense. Really, you can only use this with a computer. This option doesn't work as well with an iPhone, though there are a few audio interfaces like the Zoom series that will work with iPhone. So, as we move forward in the presentation, I wanted to show you some USB mic options. Now, I'm going to mute this microphone that you've seen me talking with right now. And I'm switching to the Shure MV5. So right now, the voice that you're hearing portrayed is coming through the Shure MV5. I wanted you to hear that so that you could tell the difference in what this style, the USB style microphone, would have to offer. So there are 4 options here that I think are pretty good options. The cheapest that I think you would want to go with for an Audition, if you were considering, would be a Yeti Snowball. So for $50, you get the Yeti Snowball mic. You hook it up to your computer with USB, and you can then record your Zoom meeting with the Yeti Snowball set as your microphone, and you have a really solid recording to go with. The Shure MV5 is $100. The thing I do like about it is it comes with a cable to connect to your iPhone and a nice app so that you can use your phone to record and this as your microphone. So for $100, that's a pretty good option. The Audio-Technica AT2020 has been a long-touted XLR microphone. In this particular version of the microphone, they have incorporated A to D converters so that the USB is built in. It is your audio interface and the microphone all in one. It is a condenser, really nice option. And then there's the new Mackie Chromium, which as I record this isn't on sale yet, but should be available for shipment in the next few days or weeks. One thing I do really like about the Mackie Chromium option is this knob right here is a dedicated gain control. So much like you would have with an audio interface, you can set the gain control to ensure that it does not fluctuate with the software, but it is actually held true by the microphone, as well as the option for 4 different microphone polar pattern selections, or how this microphone picks up. Depending on what room you are in, this might be a nice option to create a good, warm recording. So this has been the section about USB microphones and kind of the differences in thought. If you liked this, hit the thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe below and watch the next process as we begin to talk about audio interfaces and the microphones that would attach to those.